Hello friends, KillerBee here. Let's say you want to replace the ladder track in your switching yard. That is the track that all the yard tracks come off of. How do you do it? What do you need? Well, a lot of men and a lot of machines, and preferably a lot of uninterrupted work time. Here, we will take a look at the Canadian National in Green Bay, Wisconsin, where a project in June of 2026 replaced 8 switches. We will concentrate on the 2 south switches for continuity's sake. First, the old switches have to come out. The cranes are in position. The rail has already been cut, so the switch can be lifted out. 2 cranes are hooked up to the switch. They lift it out and set it over. A second set of cranes then hooks up to it and swings it around to where a third set of cranes can grab it and finally get it moved out of the way. The cavity left by the switch is dug out. Back the next morning, a lot of miscellaneous activity is going on. And all those trucks going by in the background, they are hauling away the spoiled ballast and muck from further down. And remember where the old switches were dropped? They are being dismantled. Why do we have 3 ties being dropped here? It seems like there is a lot of standing around, but every group has a task, and you can't do your task if the task before you isn't finished. Ah, now maybe something will happen. Whoa, here comes the cavalry. Remember the 3 ties from earlier? Checking in first thing the next day. The pre-built switch panels have the switch machines already in place on them. These switches are power switches operated by push button, either from at the switch or from the shanty. The last of the dismantled track material is being disposed of. Here we are at the end of day 3. That evening, Green Bay received a real intense rainstorm. And this is the scene when I checked in the first thing the morning of day 4. I had obligations all day, and when I returned at the end of the day, ballast dumping was underway. The men pushed the cars along. Just kidding. They are controlling the outlet gates and the ballast flow. The cars are moved by what is known as a Brandt truck. By the time I arrived at the start of day 5, the tamping and surfacing was well underway. A tamper and a ballast regulator will work together as a team. First, the tamper will raise the track to the desired level and vibrate the ballast under the ties to maintain that level. Then the ballast regulator will shape the ballast. The tamper pushes a buggy that projects a laser beam back to the tamper, where cameras receive the beam and an onboard computer analyzes it to determine the proper height to raise the track to, so it is level. Hydraulic clamps grab the rails and lift the entire track structure to the proper alignment, and the ballast is vibrated in place and compacted. For spots where the tamper cannot get to, such as at switches, hand tampers are used. The ballast regulator will plow and shape the ballast into the desired contour. A rotating brush will sweep the ballast off the tops of the ties. A flagman protects the operation from train traffic. Occasionally, the ballast has to be replenished. Multiple passes by the tamper and the ballast regulator are required. We swing by on day 6 for a peek at the almost finished project. Just a little touch-up work the following Monday and she's good to go. Well, I hope you now know how to replace your ladder track. Here you can subscribe and link to another video. Thank you. Bye for now.